So the trick is to catch it a lot earlier, find out what it is fast, and attack it with medicine or figure out what the source of the problem is. Maybe it was bad food, bad water, bad environment, bad something. They're sensitive to all kinds of environmental influences, and fix it fast and pray that you caught it in time before you lose the parakeet or the macaw or the $75,000 eagle or the $150,000 condor, whatever it is. The trick is you got to get in there and intercept it early. So I spend a lot of my time walking around looking at birds and looking for anything out of the ordinary that tells me there's something might be wrong. And with the birds I work with on stage, I get more of a warning because we're so close. I mean, I know if that hawk is going to fly from that perch to that perch. So if he suddenly comes in low, or he suddenly just seems like he's not interested, I get a lot earlier of an indicator because we have all this behavioral contract that we've established. And he wouldn't break the contract unless something was wrong. So that's immediate. I take a weight, I take this, I take that, I look down his throat, I check his droppings, I see how much he's eating. If I get another indicator that something's wrong, then we draw blood, we take tests, we run it. If they come back, hey, he looks okay, then you go back psychologically and you say, okay, well, was it just a hot day? Was he just having an off day? If we've cleared him physically, then we start looking at the mental reasons as to why he was off. Now, if he's just unhappy, well, there's different reasons for that. A lot of times it's not that the bird doesn't want to participate in the show or in the pet relationship, because really they'll do whatever pays well. And I don't mean just pay with food. I mean pay with food, praise, shelter, security, and if all that stuff is all taken care of, even just fun, just passing the time in a fun way, anything that benefits them, they're in. But what I find from going deeper into a more intense psychological relationship with some of these birds is that a lot of times the birds are outsmarting the person, and so therefore it's not that they're unhappy, it's that they've got control of the dance, and they really have no idea what dance they want to be in. You can't let the bird drive the car because he'll drive the car right off the road. He doesn't know how to drive. So when the human is no longer in control of the relationship, then it just does not work. It's very dysfunctional. And this is why a lot of people can't work ravens in shows, because while most birds like macaws and cockatoos will work the show, ravens work the whole room. Ravens will figure out that the kids in the third row brought popcorn. And that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, that bird's going to look at you, pretend like he's going to go to the next target, and then suddenly halfway veer left, go down, open beak, bite at the kids. They pull their hands back so they don't get bit, but in reality, he just did that to make them move their hands. Now he grabs the bag of popcorn, and now he's sitting up top of the tree behind the theater eating popcorn all day. And it's like, what are you going to do with that? You can't do anything with that. He got you. He got not only the dumb trainer on stage, he got the dumb kids in the third row. So it's like, forget it. You got to fire them.
That's
hysterical. Fire 'em.
How do you fire a bird?
You just retire them. We have a pretty good firing program.
Do you?
Like Wall Street.
It's kind of like the Donald Trump of firing birds?
No, it's kind of like AIG firing.
Oh, my
there
God.
You go. Get out of here. Don't ever come back. Oh, by the way, here's $18 million in stock options. It's just retirement. We start looking for either a mate or sometimes another home, but I rarely give up birds. I get too attached to them. So, a nice big flight cage and a mate and toys and stuff to keep them preoccupied and enriched. And thanks for working in the show for 5 years, and now you get however many years you need doing nothing. It's a very good retirement program.
Do they ever get bored?
Well, not the showbirds. The showbirds have a job, and they really focus on the job, so that is the enrichment. But birds at home, yeah, sometimes you see them get bored. If you see signs of boredom, you step up the enrichment. Some of the smarter birds, like the ravens, they get bored a little easy, and you'll see them doing crazy things like pulling newspaper up out of the bottom of the cage and doing origami with it or something. I mean, we put a lot of these kids' toys in there that look like an abacus. It's beads along kind of bent wire, and the kids are supposed to push the beads from one end of the roller coaster wire to the other. Have you seen those?
No.
A lot of times they're in hospitals or dentist offices, out in the lobby for small kids to play with. And yeah, it's a real simple, very primate, chimpanzee kind of a thing. You literally just push the line of beads from one end of the wire to the other, and ooh, wow, pretty colors. Well, anyway, a raven will stay busy on that for hours and hours and hours, and he'll move the beads to the left, and he'll move the beads to the right, then he'll move only one bead. And then he'll notice that the other bead he can get in the middle, and he can just go left to right, left to right, left to right. And, oh, that's so fun. It's like bird, knock yourself out, man. We'll get you another one when you break that one.
Joe, don't you find that the kind of life that you have is very charmed and blessed to be living with this family of birds, bringing new families in, raising them, taking care of them, bringing them on shows? Isn't that blessed?
Yes, but not for those reasons. I have been with the birds so much that it is really like a long-term marriage. I can't imagine my life without them. But what really makes me excited to get up every day is just the realization that everything around you is a phenomenal, unique miracle. And once you get that into your system, it just changes everything. I mean, I wonder if I could explain it in a nutshell. If you take the origins of the universe, and out of that you create a galaxy, and out of that galaxy you create a series of planets, and on one of those planets you cover it with water, and you spend 4 billion years practicing with different forms of life until you get a few that you like. And then out of those few that you like, one of them happens to just get smarter and smarter and invents toys and objects and shelters and cell phones and TV remotes, and next thing you know, we're born into this. And it is such a unique intersection of events that are so beyond human comprehension and understanding that you then look at a tree and you go, that is phenomenal. I mean, how is a tree made? You look at the bird flying by and you just go, that's incredible. How did that bird develop a blue wing when all the other birds have white wings? And you just get into this mode where everything is just wow. And so when they asked me to open a show in Cairo, by the time I've landed in Cairo, I've already had a phenomenal adventurous trip. Then you land in Cairo, and it just keeps going. I mean, I woke up in the morning, opened up the shade, and below me, I said, "What is that island?" They said, "That's the island of Crete." Really? That's so cool. I mean, look, the whole island. And people look at me like, "Wow, what was in that guy's drink last night?" But it's just once you live in a constant state of awe, then everything is phenomenal. So I turn around and I look at the birds, which I call little people, because a creature is a creature. Just because we're smarter doesn't make us that much different. But I'll turn around and all these birds will be, making a lot of noise. I turn around and I go, "Why are you people so loud?" And then they'll all look at me, and one will look at me and be like, "What the heck did he just say to us?" And I will burst out laughing, because it's like, how do you have a relationship with a bird that is so deep, so intense, that you can hear them? I can hear him say, "What the heck did you just say to me, buddy?" It's like, I just start laughing,